You're looking live at Waconia Ice Arena in Waconia, Minnesota for a matinee Bantam B1 matchup. Final District 6 game of the season, featuring the visiting Chaska Chanhassen Gold Stormhawks wearing their road blue and gold jerseys, taking on the home team, the Waconia Wildcats, in their home white, purple, and yellow jerseys. Stormhawks entering the game with a 7-6-2 District 6 record and an 18-14-7 overall record. They stand at 6th place in D6 standings, and very, very likely that's where they'll stay heading into the playoffs. Meanwhile, Waconia entering this game with a 3-11-1 District 6 record and a 15-26-3 overall record. And they are tied for 8th place currently in the D6 standings. So again, this is the last District 6 game, regular season game of the season. And we'll head to playoffs on Sunday against the likely opponent is going to be either Eden Prairie or Chaska Chanhassen Purple. The top of the standings still remains to be determined. It looks like Edina Green and Edina White will finish 1 and 2 in some order, one or the other. Number 3 will likely be Jefferson, and 4 will be Prior Lake. And Minnetonka will finish likely at 5, just ahead of the Stormhawks. Starting lineup for the Stormhawks, it's Nathan Brandon net, and it's the Kieran Kurtt line. It'll be a little different line than we've used to seeing. It's Kurtt with Lindell and Azanoff. And we're going to be playing without Oscar Wiseman today, as I believe he's out for his sister's wedding. Face-off won by Kurtt to Lindell. Lindell tried to feed it back to Lund. Now Lund loses the handle. Here comes Waconia. Pass across, broken up, bouncing puck to the side of the net. Now off to this. There's a shot blocked in front. Great chance there right off the bat by the Wildcats. Now it'll be Lund to skate it up across the red line into Wildcat territory, still fighting for it. He gets it in deep. There's Lindell over to Azanoff. Kurtt tries to bat a fluttering puck at the side of the net. Here's Lindell in the corner. Feeds it up to Lund. Lund, his shot blocked. And now it's pushed to the right circle, and Waconia will flip it out. Lund in his own zone, getting one forechecker on him. He'll push it up the wall right to a Waconia player. There's a shot saved by Brandt. Lund probably needs to get his head around to see what the best play was, and he just hit it up the wall, and there was a Wildcat player anticipating that play, and he picked up the puck and got a shot on net. Face-off is basically a tie. They'll eventually be dug out by Ramaka. Ramaka, still with it, gives to Palmquist. Palmquist up the right side, stops, throws it in front, just missed the far post. This line right now is Palmquist, Perry, and Ramaka. Here, Bigelbach, he kind of fanned on a shot going wide. One thing I've noticed so far, goaltender a little off his angle. Palmquist digging a puck out, coming out, wrap around, turned away, then Ramaka shot right on. Big save. Backhand pass or shot by Perry goes into the corner. It'll be Palmquist. He loses it, or his pass is intercepted and then thrown out by the Wildcats to neutralize for Tyler to pick up. Tyler to Ramaka. Couldn't handle the pass, but he gets a stick on it. Keep it in briefly, but it goes right to the other Waconia player. They get to the red line, cut off there by Ramaka. Then pushed in. Bigelbach. Now Ramaka across to Perry in his skates, trying to kick it out. And it goes right to a Waconia player. It goes into the slot on his backhand, pushed away by Bigelbach. No shot gets on. A pass up the wall is turned away. Hops over the stick of Palmquist and then intercepted by Ramaka. He'll throw it all the way down for an icing. I think he could have got the red line there without a whole lot of effort, but he'll just take the icing and get a face-off to the right of Nathan Brandt. Face-off won by Wildcats. Shot blocked, and it's out for Olsen to chase down. Oh, Hokkanen tried to give it to Spalding, I believe. That's behind him. It goes behind the net. Push to the far corner. Olsen will chase it there. And they'll reverse once again. Cut up the middle. That's always dangerous. It worked out somewhat, but it's kept in by the Stormhawks. Now Spalding. Spalding stops. Backhand pass. Looking for Hokkanen in front. Goes off the skate. Hokkanen goes in awkwardly. Looks like he'll be all right. Good play by Girding to slow up the rush there. Girding will jump on a loose puck. There's a player in front. Spalding up to Olsen. Olsen across to Hokkanen. He touches it. Should be icing, and it is. 12 minutes to play in the opening period. We are scoreless. Again, this is the final regular season game of the 2022-23 season. Stormhawks head to District 6 playoffs on Sunday. We'll take the winner of what is likely to be Eden Prairie and Chaska Chanhassen Purple, unless New Prague is able to pull off an upset in their first game against Purple. Backhand shot or pass is deflected into the corner. Now Bigelbach will swing it around for Azanoff. He can't control there. Slap shot coming. Oh, looking for a tip in front. Kurtt jumping. Never want to jump. He stayed on his feet. Maybe he blocks that. Now Tyler around, trying to feed Azanoff. Azanoff looking for it. Can't find the puck. And push to the near side now. Shot coming. And kind of an awkward looking save there by Brandt, but he gets it into his glove. Down in front. A little ineffective shift there for that line, so we'll get a relatively quick change. And this time they'll skate it out. It'll be Palmquist. Palmquist up the left side, still with it. Shot, save. Shot right into the armpit. I don't think you saw it because I don't have my camera set up quite right. Face-off one, controlled by Perry. Perry down to Palmquist, try to feed it out in front to Ramaka, and that's turned away. And a good stick by Palmquist. Here's Palmquist now. Sharp angle, try to feed it on net. Goes off a skate and pushed away by the goaltender behind the net, and they'll skate up the near side, flip it off the glass all the way down. And they're going to wave icing as Tyler gets to it before it reaches the goal line. Pass in front and gobbled up by Brandt. Waconia entering this game 5-4-1 in their last 10, 2-3-0 in their last 5. Palmquist slips it in. Will chase with Perry, and it'll be Perry to come up with control. Perry down to Palmquist. Sharp angle shot, cut off by the netminder. Goes behind the net. Now to the near wall. And Lund had thoughts of pinching, but he backed out. He actually could have there. He had Ramaka help back. There's a dump-in shot right onto Brandt. Lund will leave it for Perry. No, it bounces out to Johnson. Johnson to Bigelbach, or no, Hokkanen tried to feed it out. Now here's a chance. Bouncing shot goes wide. Off a skate now to Johnson. Johnson will flip it up and off a Waconia player, and it's kept in. Now up the wall to Hokkanen. Hokkanen cross ice, finds Perry as a ill-advised pinch. Now Perry tried to backhand it across to Hokkanen, goes high and behind, now into the corner. They'll go around the net. Good speed getting around Spalding. Now they hope to enter the zone with speed. And penalty coming against Hokkanen. He's going to go for tripping here shortly. And there is the call. Hokkanen reaching and got his stick into the skates of the attacker. And not necessarily intentional, but at the same time, he didn't really have a play there. So 9:41 to go in the opening period. Waconia will go on their first power play of the game. Face-off won by Spalding. Tried to give it back to Bigelbach. Now it's up the wall. Now to the point. Long shot right on, and no rebound to be had as Brandt jumps on the loose puck. Waconia will control this face-off. Bothered by Bigelbach down low. Now up the near wall. It's going to bounce out to Bigelbach and take it off of his stick. And now it slides to Girding. He'll flip it out. Good little escape move there by the Wildcats to get it out of the zone. One pass through the neutral zone. They're up the right side. Trying to cut in front. Sharp angle shot saved. Rebound and picked up by Brandt. It'll be Lindell, I believe, to take the faceoff. Kurtt is his penalty killing forward. And it is eventually controlled by Tyler, who will flip it out. Lindell will be the lone penalty killer to chase on the forecheck. There was a bit of a check down there. Can't quite loose the puck. Now Kurtt throwing a check in front of the bench, and that allows to get his stick on it and out of the zone. And it's dumped right back in by the Wildcats. Lund off the wall and then tipped out by Lindell. Now Kurtt will chase. Kurtt creating a turnover, coming in front. Oh, sharp angle shot goes high, he missed. Goaltender didn't know that I don't think it hit him. I think he just missed everything. Lindell, his shot, he fanned on a little bit, or he's bothered, and they'll skate out. Come the Wildcats just at the red line. They'll dump it in, flipped out by Lund all the way down. I don't think it'll be icing. It will not. Pass across the top of the crease, and then couple passes that don't quite connect, but eventually through the neutral zone. Good skate there by Lund to kick it up. Now Tyler up the wall. That's cut off by the Wildcats. Thrown in front, and the skates of Perry. Perry, bothered from behind, kicks it to his stick and chases it down. Perry still battling in the corner, and we're skating 5-on-5. Now Johnson, his shot blocked up high by Ramaka. Backhand shot right on by Palmquist, and no rebound for Ramaka. 0-0 halfway through the first period with 7:31 to go in the first period. Shots on the board are 7-6 in favor of Waconia. Not exactly accurate. A little early face-off as the Waconia players are still coming off the bench. Waconia looking to break out. They get through the neutral zone into Stormhawk territory. Bounces to Ramaka. He's cut off right away as he looked to move the puck up. Here's a chance. Shot blocked. Goes to the far side. Shot blocked again. Now it's going to be thrown around the wall. Kept in on the wall by the Wildcats. As they look to cycle, Ramaka will pick it up there, throw it all the way around. That's going to likely be kept in. It will on the point, and we'll go around the other direction. Wildcats down low. Now goes to Palmquist. Palmquist, good little pass to find Bigelbach, and then Bigelbach's pass a little out of the reach of Ramaka. Back on the attack on the Wildcats. A little slow defensively were the Stormhawks. Just allowed it way too easy of an entry. Now it bounces to Olsen. Olsen gets it out, and Palmquist will chase down. Palmquist shoots, save, goes into the near side, and fed out. Now Olsen. It was on net. Olsen will backhand it in deep. It'll be Spalding on it. Now to the near corner. Up the far wall. Waconia finally able to get it out. Up the left side. And dumped in for Lund to pick up there and push up the wall. That's going to be cut off. Olsen finds it and gets it out to safety. And Hokkanen will try to chase down. Intercepted at the line by Olsen. He gets it down the wall for Hokkanen. Can't get control there, and now it's going to be thrown up the near wall. And I'm not sure what happened there. It took a little weird bounce. Waconia able to skate out. Through the neutral zone into Stormhawk zone. Pass in front, tipped away, loose puck in front. Nobody able to get good control on it. Good defense there by the Stormhawks as nothing ever got on net. Penalty coming against the Stormhawks, I believe. I think Olsen or Spalding's going to go. Here's a long shot going wide. Extra attacker on for the Wildcats and intercepted by Olsen. And we have a roughing call coming against, looks like Spalding. Spalding going for roughing. With 4:36 to go in the opening period, we're at 0-0. Spalding maybe a little too aggressive on the check in the corner, and that's what the official saw. Face-off won by Azanoff, and it'll be flipped high and glove down at the blue line, then knocked down by Azanoff. He kicks it ahead. Yeah, he couldn't quite get control of it. Kurtt backhands it in or tried to chase it down. Now here comes the Wildcats. They trip over the red line, but they're able to get it in. Azanoff off the wall. He'll chase it down himself. Then it's kept in. Wildcats behind the net. Stormhawks have their 4 smallest players, minus Aiden Girding out there right now. Comes to Azanoff. Azanoff will flip it out to safety. Wildcats regroup. Getting around Azanoff to the top of the slot. Bothered there by Kurtt, and then a backhand shot intercepted. Knocked down by Tyler. Then Tyler will backhand it to the line, but not out. Now Johnson. Johnson bothered from behind. He'll get the red line, and they're going to wave icing. No, they say it was icing. The near official said it was not icing. The back official says it was, so they'll call icing. And I think that was the correct call. I don't think he gained the red line. Normally they give it a little bit of a fuzzy red on those dump-ins, but not this time. 1:02 left on the power play. There's a shot saved by Brandt. Oh, nice stick there by Lindell. Knock it out of midair off the glass. He'll go down on the attack shorthanded. He's cut off. And Waconia will skate up. Easy zone entry, but then cut off a little too deep for my liking. Lindell finds it in his skates, gets across the red, now he gets the red, dumps it in with 25 seconds left to go on the Ryan Spalding roughing minor. Waconia slowly getting it through the neutral zone. Long shot, misses the net. It'll be Bigelbach. Rammed into the wall, fights through that. Check now, loose puck to the top of the circle. They come in, and the shot blocked by Lund. And we're skating 5-on-5. Power play over. Waconia 0 for 2. It looked like there could have been a chance there by the Wildcats. They had a player alone on the weak side, but the teammate couldn't find him. Now Lund loses it to Ramaka. Ramaka up to Palmquist. He'll throw it down the ice for icing. It will be. With 2:14 to go in the first period, 0-0. This feels a lot like the Stormhawks' prior 2 games. Slow starts against both New Prague and Shakopee. Eventually they were able to get their offense going, but so far a little slow start. Of course, they've been in the box for 4 minutes of the opening 15. Or the opening 13 to this point. Olsen gets it out, sending him on a 2-on-1 sort of. Olsen, left side, shot, save. Had Hokkanen lurking. There's a chance. Slipped under the stick of Spalding as he went for a shot. Now up the left side, pushed into the wall by Girding. Pass across, intercepted by Hokkanen. Comes up to Spalding. Spalding across the red. And wow, that looked like offsides. Maybe not. Good effort there by Hokkanen, almost able to keep it in. Instead, it's Waconia back on the attack. Bothered behind by Hokkanen. Here's a chance right on in front. Sharp angle shot, just missed the net. He was too far behind the goal line there. Now Olsen at the red, cut off. Oh, he needed to gain the red and dump it in deep. Instead, he loses it there and allows Waconia to go on the attack. Pass across, intercepted by Olsen. His pass too far for Spalding. It's going to come all the way down. Are they going to wave icing? They should wave icing. With 1 minute to play in the first period. Up the far side, down into the corner. It'll be a good hard slap shot saved by Brandt. And kept in by the Wildcats. Now behind the goal. I think they look to pass it out, intercepted and fed out. Lindell will dump it down with 29 seconds to play. Good stick there by Azanoff, almost able to get possession, and then flipped out where it'll be Tyler. Tyler's got to move it quick. Nice little escape by Tyler up to Azanoff. Tyler again has to escape. He'll take it himself to the red line and get it into Wildcat territory with 6 seconds to play. Kurtt creating a turnover in the last few seconds. Couldn't get possession. Otherwise, he had Lindell in the slot. That does it for the first period. 0-0 after one. We'll have stats for you shortly. We're not going to trust the ones on the scoreboard. Shots after one, 7-6 in favor of Waconia. Scoring chances, 2 apiece. Stormhawks winning in the faceoff, 9-3. 9-3. 3 hits for the Stormhawks, 1 for the Wildcats. And Waconia was 0 for 2 on the power play, and Chaska Chanhassen with 1 odd man rush. This is the final day of the regular season for all of District 6. The other Chaska Chanhassen team will be playing at, I believe, like 8:45 tonight in their final game. I believe against Minnetonka. And that'll be the last game of the regular season. Here's Perry now. Perry cuts to the middle. Defenseman fell down, but then Perry lost control. That would have been a great chance. Now Palmquist can't quite get control. Perry intercepting a clearing pass shot. Ooh, tipped by a Waconia player right on. And that looked almost went 5-hole. Turnaround shot there, then tipped in front by the Waconia, I think, defenseman right on to the goaltender. Face off. That was won by Chaska Chanhassen, but not controlled. Here's Johnson. Johnson tried to get out to Perry. That's broken up. Now back in Waconia territory. Good pressure. And almost kept in. Odd man if they hurry. Good back check by Ramaka, forcing a shot from a wide angle, saved by Brandt. Now Ramaka picks up the loose puck. Will skate it across the red line. Ramaka down the right side, gets around the defenseman. Backhand shot, misses the far post. Picked up by Perry. Perry across to Palmquist. Palmquist lost it, regains, shoots, scores! Palmquist from Perry. And it's 1-0 Stormhawks, 1:01 into the second period. It's Palmquist's 16th of the season. I think you might be able to give a second assist to Tyler Ramaka. It was his shot that missed the net and bounced all the way to Dawson Perry. Then he fed it across to Palmquist. So the goal should read 87 from 97-3 at 1:01 of the second period. Face-off one. Stood up is Hokkanen. There's a chance for Waconia. Shot save by Brandt. Now it's off the side of the net. Bounces out. Fanned on is Tyler's clearing attempt, and a chance at the side of the net goes behind. Now up the near wall. Tyler up for Olsen. Olsen pass to Hokkanen. He can't handle it. A little too much mustard on that, I think. Tyler looks to get it out. It's stopped at the blue line and fed up by Girding out of the zone. Penalty coming against Spalding. He's going to get his second penalty of the game. Ooh, there's a dangerous chance. And they're going to call elbowing on Ryan Spalding. So 3 penalties against Chaska Chanhassen and 0 against Waconia. I can't say I've seen getting an explanation from the official at the bench. But I can't really say that there's been many calls that I would have seen that should have been called against Waconia, but maybe these are a little questionable. Face-off won by the Wildcats into the corner. They'll go behind the net. Pass out in front, tied up by Kurtt. Good stick there by Kurtt. Now it'll be Lindell. Lindell cuts to the middle, gets around one defenseman. He's got Kurtt going. Cross to Kurtt. Backhand. Shot right on. And he'll try to gather the rebound while he's on his seat. He gets it off the end wall. Turnaround shot coming for Lindell. He scores! Short-handed goal by Drew Lindell. Lindell getting it into the zone. That's his 10th of the season. Assist coming to Kieran Kurtt. Short-handed goal with 12:41 to go. It's 2-0 Stormhawks. Kurtt with the backhand shot. And then he got his own rebound eventually from the seat of his pants. And eventually found Lindell, who had a turnaround shot to beat the goaltender. Those turnaround shots are not easy for goalies to stop. They have no idea where it's going to come from or where it's going to go. Saw it last night against the Gophers against the Badgers last night. It was, I believe it was either Logan Cooley or Jimmy Snuggerud got the first goal of the game after the Gophers were being outshot by a wide margin, and it was a turnaround shot that beat the netminder. And that's what Lindell used to put the Stormhawks up 2-0. Now back on the attack with 40 seconds on the power play. Shot saved by Brandt. 38 seconds to go on the second Ryan Spalding minor of the game. Lindell becoming the 9th Stormhawk this season with double-digit goal totals. Flipped up, knocked down by Ramaka. He'll feed it ahead. Ramaka will chase, shorthanded. He's going to get cut off. Try to feed it across to Perry, and that is intercepted, and Waconia will skate back up. We had 10 seconds on the power play still. Good stick by Perry. Leaves it for Tyler. Around the wall, now down behind. It's going to come to the near wall as Spalding comes out, and he's going to be replaced by Palmquist. Pass across, and that was a good chance. Now a chance in front. Tip shot going wide. Perry around the wall. It'll be Lund to chase it. Try to get it bring it up that far side. Comes to Tyler. And eventually it'll be, nope. Looked like it'd be Ramaka try to get out. These players at the end of their shift, you can see it. There's a tip shot going wide. Palmquist, he will get it all the way down. It might go on net. It will, so no icing. And eventually we'll get a whistle. The official allowing the goaltender to go feed that out, but nobody really wanted the puck, so we'll have a face-off to his left. We had 10:26 to go. It's 2-0 Chaska Chanhassen. Face-off won by Waconia. Bounces up to Bigelbach. Long shot, tipped in front. Chance for Hokkanen. Loose puck, he scores! Shot by Bigelbach, tipped in front by Hokkanen on net, and then he picked up his own rebound, and that's Hokkanen's 11th of the season from Bigelbach. 15 from 13 with 10:18 to go in the second period. It's 3-0 Stormhawks. Might be 15-13, and there's a chance right off the face-off. Hokkanen, his pass behind Olsen. Olsen waits, give it across to Bigelbach. Long shot. It's possible Ryan Spalding gets the second assist, but I'm not sure if he was the one that passed it up to Bigelbach. Doesn't matter. We're not the official scorers up here. Comes out to Girding. Girding being pressured. He gets it out. And Waconia was going to be offsides if they skated in. Now they create a turnover and will skate it in. Dump it in deep for Bigelbach. Bigelbach. He's hammered. There's a penalty coming against Waconia. And they're going to touch it right here. Slow whistle, and we're going to get a roughing call against the Wildcats for the first power play of the game coming for Chaska Chanhassen with 9:29 to go in the second period. They lead 3-0. Apparently there's some problem at the scorer's table. Oh, we're all good. Now a discussion at the... Oh, they need the water bottles. I think the net is coming off too easily on the Waconia end. I hope to freeze it to the ice a little bit. Or maybe there's a... Yeah, they're looking to freeze it to the back as it might be sliding off a little too easily. So 9:29 left in the second period. Stormhawks lead 3-0. They're going on their first power play of the game. Kurtt wins it, face up to Lindell. Shot tipped by Kurtt, goes wide. And Waconia will get it out to neutralize. Intercepted there by Lund. Lund across the red line, and he's cut off just across the red. Now it will slide to Johnson. Johnson on the near side, up to Azanoff. Azanoff to Kurtt. Kurtt will skate 2-on-3. He falls down as he entered the zone. And then it's taken out, and Lund gets it just on the other side of the blue line. It's offsides. .128 left on the power play. Kurtt wins it to Azanoff. Azanoff to Lund. Lund to Johnson. Johnson escapes one penalty killer, gets around another, then it's off his stick and out. Bounces to Kurtt at the red line. Cross to Lindell. Lindell leaves it for Kurtt. Shot. Save off the stick of the netminder. Bounces to Lund. Lund will rim it around for Lindell. Lindell cuts to the middle, still with it, then lost the handle. And 2-on-1. 2-on-1 short-handed, and that doesn't materialize. Chance coming out from behind and never got a shot off. Now up to the point, and they'll just dump it in and kill some penalty time. Bounces to Kurtt. He'll push it around the wall, allowing Lindell to chase. Lindell tried to feed it out, lost control, now gets it to Azanoff, but a little behind him. As Stormhawks go for a partial change behind the play. Chance now, Ramaka in with Palmquist, cross from Palmquist. His shot or pass misses everything. Palmquist was calling for it, but he was on his backhand side. Here's Ramaka, lost the handle, bounces to Johnson, fluttering puck at the blue line. and it'll slide out. Penalty coming against Johnson for interference. Wow, that was a weak one. Wow, that was a weak call there. Johnson going for interference. He just kind of got in the way a little bit, but you see that play about 20 times a game. So we'll skate 4 on 4 for, well, just 2 seconds, and then Waconia will go on their 4th power play. Is that right? Waconia will go on their 4th power play of the game. Penalty again, or delay again as now, I'm not sure what's going on. So now they've got to reset the clock because it's a mess right now. And power play begins for Waconia, trailing 3-0. Tip shot right on and gathered by Brandt. So Johnson in the box for interference. It was a very questionable interference call. It was something you see a lot. Here's a chance right at the side of the net off of Brandt. He's holding his post. It will come up now to the point. Down to the far side, bothered by Bigelbach, then Ramaka. Ramaka tried to cut to the middle, lost it, and then fed out by Palmquist. Waconia regrouping in their own end, now in the neutral zone. On the attack down the left side. They'll cycle around behind Brandt. Look for a pass, and that's off a skate. Goes off the end wall. Now up to the near side. Long shot coming, and Brandt saw it all the way into his chest. And while the face-off, 1:02 left on the power play for the Wildcats. Olsen and Hokkanen coming in relief of Palmquist and Ramaka. Face-off won by Olsen to Tyler. He's going to try to ring it around and out, but didn't get enough on it. Good pressure by Hokkanen. They escape that pressure. Shot save goes behind the net. And Bigelbach will come up with it. Gives to Olsen. That was Hokkanen. Hokkanen across to Olsen, back to Hokkanen. You got to be careful not to get too many players deep here on the penalty kill. Olsen pushed hard into the wall. No penalty coming. And they dig away at it as Olsen's on his knees. Waconia into the zone. Shot save. That was a great chance there for Waconia, and it was just too easy to get that chance as the Stormhawks sagged a little too much. Long shot, gloved, rebound to the side. Picked up by the Wildcats, and they'll dump it in as the power play is about to end. Tyler battling against a couple of Wildcats. Wildcats win the battle, come out with it, doesn't get a shot off, and then slides out. Spalding coming in hard. Trying to get up the wall. He's pushed in hard against the wall. No call coming there. Spalding up the wall. He taken down. Hokkanen able to get it to Hokkanen, and then Hokkanen's cut off at the blue line. And he's taken down, no call. Game is picked up physically here in the past several minutes. Waconia into the attack. Girding falls down. Thankfully, they went the other direction. Now a pass to the slot, broken up by Lindell. And it's gotten sloppy and physical, which is not a great combination. 3-on-1 for the Stormhawks. Shot off the post, rebound to Lindell. I think a long shot coming, that misses the net. Stormhawk fans thinking that was in the net. I don't think it was. I think it hit the post and just bounced right out. Stormhawk fans think it hit the back of the net and bounced. Here's a chance for Waconia. Backhand shot, save. Rebound comes to Azanoff. Azanoff skate to the middle, then give it to Lund. Lund, 3-on-2. Lund up the right side. He'll escape. Now come to the near side. Now right out in front. Kurtt shoots. He scores! Kurtt from Lund, and it's 4-0. Lund able to get a little bit of space and then bring the puck out front, and it slides to Kurtt, and that's his 11th of the season. 11. Kurt's 11th of the season. It's 4-0 Chaska Chanhassen with 3:57 to go. Let's show the scoreboard here. 3:56 to go as the second comes off there briefly. Palmquist, his shot blocked. And now Palmquist on the far side, kind of awkwardly went into the wall there, kind of lost an edge a little bit. As he might be coming off, he's got a problem with his skate, it looks like. Comes Waconia now on the attack, down the left side, shot, save, rebound! Saved by Brandt. That was just too easy of an entry for Waconia. The defensemen, I think, are just backing up a little too much. Of course, they were coming in with good speed, so it's easy for me to say that from up here. That was another great chance for Waconia. Try to get on the board. Brandt has been sharp in this one so far. Face-off one. Bigelbach will throw it around for Olsen. Olsen trying to feed Hokkanen. It bounces to Spalding. Spalding in. Down the left side. Cuts to the middle. Spalding fans on the shot. Bounces to Olsen. Cross to Bigelbach. Long shot tipped behind by Hokkanen. Now Olsen back to Hokkanen. Hops over his stick. It'll be Bigelbach on the far side. We'll throw it down deep again. Good pressure by Hokkanen. Chance in front for Hokkanen. He shoots, he scores. Hokkanen from Olsen. Hokkanen's second of the game and 12th of the season. And I think you can give a second assist to Bigelbach, number 13. 15 from 19 and 13 is how I would call it. And it's 5-0 with 2:56 to go. After a slow start by Chaska Chanhassen, one goal was all they needed to get going. Now Hokkanen right off the face-off. Lost control, regathers. Puts it off the end wall. And Spalding will look to chase in the corner. Comes out for the Wildcats. Number 64 is a pretty good player. Got to be careful here. And he tried to get around Girding. And that's cut off. Around for Tyler to Olsen. He can't handle it there. Tyler again with it. Tyler's pass intercepted. Here's a chance. It goes over the net. Bothered by Tyler. Then tipped out by Hokkanen right on the stick of Olsen. Olsen lost it a little bit. Olsen with it. Backhand. Turned to his forehand. Save right on. Didn't really get much on it. Just kind of slid on net. Chaska Chanhassen going for a change behind the play. Or in front of the play, really. Comes Waconia. See how easy it is to get to that scoring area? It was they're just allowing the Stormhawks, or allowing the Wildcats to get too deep. Waconia. Now here's Kurtt racing in. Stepping around to check. Leaves it for Lindell. Now Kurtt with it. Behind the net. Has it taken off his stick. It'll be Lindell to jump on it. He's fighting through a couple checks. Kurtt will chase. Gotta be careful not to get a hooking call. He doesn't reach enough there. And bounces over a Waconia player. Lindell tried to get up the wall. He finds control in the corner, trying to cut to the middle. He's pushed. Kurtt picks it up. Kurtt, sharp angle, scores! From a sharp angle. What a goal! I think it's Kurt's second of the game. Sharp angle shot. And it goes over the shoulder of the netminder. And I think Lindell will get the single assist, as it was basically Kurtt to Lindell, to Lindell to Kurtt to Lindell, that sort of thing. So it's 6-0 with 1:10 to go. 6 goals in this second period. Kurt's second of the game, 12th of the season. And the Stormhawks look like they'll be going into the playoffs on a goal scoring hot streak here. Palmquist, cross-ice pass to Perry, and back to Palmquist on the far side. Palmquist to Ramaka. It's taken off of his stick. He'll now come back out to the top of the slot. One, stick handles around one, and then he tried to do it too much. And that allows Waconia to skate up. 2-on-1 if they hurry, but good back check by Lund. Now Perry pushed into the corner with 30 seconds to play in the second period. Johnson overskated the puck. Bad ice there. There's a chance right out in front. Bounced onto Brandt, and he was looking the other direction. Almost a wacky goal. There's Ramaka getting stood up at the blue line, and he got it right in the midsection, so he's feeling it a little bit. 3 seconds to play as they battle behind the net. That does it for the second. It's 6-0 after 2. Chaska Chanhassen was 6 straight goals in that period. Give you the stats here shortly. Shots after 2, it's 18-17 in favor of Waconia. What's interesting, on the shot board, on the scoreboard, it's 25-19 in favor of Waconia, so we are not in agreement here. Scoring chances, I guess we didn't do that in the second period.
Yeah, I guess not.
Face-offs, Chaska Chanhassen continues to win overall 18-8 this game. Hits overall 6-4 in favor of the Stormhawks, and then 4 penalties for against Chaska Chanhassen, 1 against Waconia, and 0 for 4, 0 for 2, 0 for 1 for power plays. And then odd man rushes, Chaska Chanhassen with 4, Waconia with 2. Goals scored in that period: Palmquist, Lindell, Hokkanen, Kurtt, Hokkanen, Kurtt. So I don't know what the threshold is for running time in the third period. We may have reached it. So we could have a running time third period with a 6-goal differential. I have a feeling that's what it is. So we'll see if we finish early here today.
Did they say they'd have to walk home? No, they got fired up.
A chance off the face-up by Waconia, and broken up nicely by Bigelbach. He'll push it off the wall to Olsen. Olsen stood up at the line there, but he was able to get it out. Now a loose puck to Hokkanen. He's got Bigelbach in front. Scores! Hokkanen finds the loose puck, feeds it to Bigelbach alone at the right side, and he dumps it in the open net. That's Bigelbach's 4th of the season as he activated from his defensive position. The clock does continue to run. It's 7-0. That'll read 13 from 15. Just, 20 seconds or so into the third period as the clock will run, so it's kind of hard to get an exact time. It's 7-0 Chaska Chanhassen. Good stick there by Spalding, creating a turnover. Hokkanen will chase. Hokkanen try to feed it across to Azanoff. Azanoff and Hokkanen battle. It's Waconia comes out with it, pinched by Bigelbach, and then getting help from Spalding to keep it in. On the far side, off the wall. Waconia feeds it out. Across the red line. Dump to the middle where it'll be picked up by Tyler, up to Lindell. Lindell up to Spalding. Spalding. Backhand pass across. Azanoff's got to be going to the net there. That was a great chance if he goes to the net. Instead, he followed the puck. He was kind of following Spalding. If he goes to the net, that pass may have just come right onto his stick. As I think the Stormhawks might be looking to try to get Azanoff his first of the season. There's a pass from Azanoff to Kurtt to Lindell. Fans on shot, didn't get much on it, goes in the corner. Kurtt with it, now in the near side. He'll dump it down deep for Lindell as he battles at the end wall. Comes out to Lindell. Lindell turnaround shot misses, or off a skate. And Waconia will throw it out of the zone. Lund will chase, a race for it, and a whack of sticks back and forth, and it eventually comes to Lund. Lund will skate up, cross-ice pass to Perry. Perry around the net. Try to poke it ahead. Now he'll battle in the corner. Getting help from Kurtt. Kurtt trying to push a player off it. Kurtt comes out with it. His shot from a really sharp angle. Bounces to Johnson. And his shot kind of fluttering, stopped at the right circle. Now they'll go D to D, and nope, they're not going to get it out. Pressured by Perry and Kurtt, but they eventually get away. The 71's a decent player as well. His shot just missed the post there. He had Brandt leaning. Ramaka directing traffic there, wanting to feed it to Perry. Eventually finds its way, then he lost it at neutral ice. Now behind the net. Stormhawks doing a decent job. There's a fanned-on shot. Oh, and Ramaka's going to go 2-on-1. He just has it taken off his stick. There's a tip shot, goes wide. Waconia have had a lot of those chances. Stormhawks have done a pretty good job of keeping the initial shots to the perimeter. Here's Palmquist. His shot blocked up high. Fluttering puck. It'll be knocked down by Olsen. Olsen to Palmquist. His shot right on. And he couldn't quite get the one-timer. If he one-times that, he probably scores. Instead, he had to corral it and then shoot, and that allowed the goaltender to get square to the shot, and he didn't get a lot on it. Pass through the top of the crease. It will bounce all the way out. Olsen intercepts, tried to flip it ahead. He's pushed into the wall, and they try to dig away for it. And it's dumped in for Girding. Girding to Hokkanen. Hokkanen let that puck go, I think inadvertently. Pass off the skate of Girding. It'll be Girding to get the loose puck, try to get up the wall to Hokkanen. That's intercepted. Waconia trying to skate ahead and stood up by Tyler. Now Spalding up to Hokkanen. Hokkanen up the left side. Steps around to check a little bit. Puck gets in deep. And then pass. Here's turnaround shot by Hokkanen off the crossbar. And rebound. Spalding pushes it wide. Spalding with it. Comes out. Shoots. Blocker save. Bounces behind the net. Now Azanoff. Azanoff up to Bigelbach. Back to Azanoff. Azanoff shoots. Tipped in front by a Waconia player, goes wide. As you can tell, the Stormhawk players and fans are looking to get Michael Azanoff his first of the season in this game. There's Tyler looking to escape, gives to Bigelbach. Bigelbach across to Kurtt, skating up with Lindell. Kurtt had a steam. Kurtt in, shoots, scores! Hat trick for Kieran Kurtt. And he goes high over the shoulder. It's 8-0. That's his third of the game and 13th of the season. And it's 8-0. Somebody throw a hat on the ice. I think that was Kurt's first hat trick of the season. It's 8-0 with now under 9 minutes to play. And now it's time to either let's get Matthew Tyler, Aiden Girding, or Michael Azanoff their first goal of the season. Kurtt comes up with it, feeds it, tried to get it to Lindell. That's knocked out of the air by the Wildcats with 8.5 left to play in the third period. Lindell, backhand to Kurtt, and that one stopped. Kurtt looking for his second goal on this shift, and fourth of the game. His highest output of the season for sure. One-time shot by Kurtt goes over the net. Oh, that's a penalty coming against Waconia as Perry goes in hard. It's going to be I think, cross-checking. I really didn't cross-check him. It was more of a roughing or a boarding call, but whatever. So third period about halfway over. Stormhawks lead 8-0. Johnson intercepting at the line, gives to Ramaka. Ramaka tried to give it to Azanoff or Ramaka and finds nobody. Now Ramaka with it. Shot by Johnson right on. Face-off one. Long shot by Johnson. Save. Rebound. Backhand shot. Save. Palmquist now. Sharp angle shot off a stick, goes wide. Going to ride around the dasher board. Finds its way to Ramaka. Ramaka down to Palmquist. Palmquist in the corner. Hops over Azanoff's stick. High in the air, but now kept in by Ramaka. And then thrown out cross zone for Johnson to pick up. Johnson will escape and go up the far side. Now cut across the red line. Johnson. He's pushed off the puck. He'll get back on it. Shot tipped off the post. Palmquist looking for a second, and then a whistle comes as the official lost sight of the puck. And by the time we drop it, we'll be at the end of the power play. And they're going to let him out early. The Waconia player came out of the puck early, or came out of the box early. Couldn't come out until the face-off occurred. Here's a shot by Girding, looking for a tip in front. It'll be Spalding. Spalding escapes. Will stay in the corner. Look to cut to the middle. Lost it, and then try to feed it down to Olsen. Waconia skates out 5-on-5 with 5 minutes to play. Oop, they're going to have to regroup. Kept in by Spalding. Spalding to Olsen. Now to Hokkanen. His shot blocked by Spalding at the side of the net. Now Olsen again to Hokkanen. Trying to get Hokkanen his hat trick, it looks like. And Stormhawks still forechecking. Pass in front to Hokkanen. His shot doesn't get on. And Waconia will skate up. Lund, 1-on-5. Pushed off the puck, comes back onto it. Nice job of Lund to fight through that. And he remains on the forecheck. Lund still with it. Lund shoots back, blocker save, rebound to the far side. And across the red line, Stormhawks had a couple of chances to get it. Here they come, Waconia on the attack. Loose puck, saved by Brandt. Kurtt gets it to the blue line, not out. Now Tyler backhands it to the wall. Slap shot, tipped, goes wide. Around the wall and kept in by the Wildcats. Bouncing puck at the left circle. Fandon shot. Another shot goes wide. Comes right out, shoots, goes high and wide. Comes up the wall, and Lindell and Kurtt will try to chase it down. It'll be Waconia first on it, gets it off the glass and out. Now Johnson in his own zone. To the far side. Unfortunately, no one blew there. Kurtt will skate up 2-on-1, except they got caught in the snow. That was going to be a 2-on-1 rush with Lindell, and it got caught in the snow in front of the bench. With 2:50 to play in the third period, Stormhawks lead 8-0. Johnson up to Lindell. He tried to hoist it out. That's glove down, long shot, save, and rebound picked up by Brandt. Under 2.5 to play once the puck is dropped. Again, Chaska Chanhassen will finish their District 6 regular season with a 8-6-2 record. They'll finish the regular season overall 19-14-7. And they'll earn the number 6 seed. I think they could tie Minnetonka in the standings, but Minnetonka would have I believe, the tiebreaker by fair play points. As the two teams went 1-1 against each other, so I think the tiebreaker is fair play points. Tyler looking to skate it up. As the Stormhawks maybe trying to search for a chance to get Azanoff his first of the year. Maybe Tyler his first of the year. Waconia looking for their first of the game. They're going to call Johnson for interference again. Oh, they're going to call him for cross-checking. I think that official must have something against Quinn Johnson. He does not like the way he plays defense. But you see that play all the time. So he basically got called for the same penalty. He called a cross-check, but could have called interference. It was the same penalty from before, and at both times you don't see those called very often. So Waconia to finish the game on the power play. And they score to break up the shutout with under a minute to play. So power play goal by the Wildcats. And it's 8-1. And breaks up the shutout with under a minute to play. A nice hard shot over the right shoulder of Brandt was that goal there. "20 seconds to go in this final regular season game. It'll be Olsen. Turnaround, tipped, and Hokkanen gets his hat trick. Turnaround shot by Spalding, tipped in front by Hokkanen, and he gets it in the last seconds. Hokkanen, his third of the game and 13th of the season. And it's a 9-1 final for the Stormhawks as they go in with some momentum into the playoffs. 9-1, I'm not going to say all that. Well, 3 goals by Kurtt, 3 goals by Hokkanen. Palmquist with 1, Lindell with 1. And I think Bigelbach was with 1. That might add up to 9. So 9-1 your final. Chaska Chanhassen will head to the playoffs as the number 6 seed and will likely take on the winner of Eden Prairie and Chaska Chanhassen Purple for a next Sunday afternoon matchup. Game time will be somewhere around 1:30 or 2 o'clock, depending on how long the previous game goes. That does it. Well, I'll give you some final stats. 27-22 in favor of Chaska Chanhassen. Face-offs, 22-11 in favor of the Stormhawks. Hits 8-6 in favor of the Stormhawks. I'm not going to bother with penalties. 1 power play goal for Waconia. And then 6 odd man rushes to 3 for Chaska Chanhassen. That does it from the Waconia Ice Arena. 9-1 Chaska Chanhassen victors over the Wildcats. Thanks for watching. This game brought to you by Edge Tech Hockey.